One time I was playing a fucking, I must have been 21. And I was beefy, dude. When I was 21, I was beefy. You think the fucking Lord of the Rings have a place to shoot right now? Bro, forget that. They did all those movies back then, okay? Right on the back of my fucking shoulders. I would hear way in the background. Oh, yeah, that's right. And, dude, like Eduardo Lafon's Carone could do fucking Revenant back here, Revenant 2, T-O-O. Revenant also. And so I was with my buddy, who is fucking goddamn hilarious. Intentionally and also unintentionally. Like I was probably 23. This is after. I'm doing it like Pulp Fiction. I'm doing a little bit here and then I'm going back a little bit and then you find out I was dead at the end. So he was like, hey, he wasn't really getting chicks the way he wanted to get chicks. He wasn't getting laid. And he wanted to get laid because he was fucking 25, 6, something, you know what I mean? And one time I was like, well, why don't you just like hit on not as hot chicks? You know, you might have a better chance. And this way you work your confidence up and then you start hitting on and hooking up with the hotter chicks. And he was like, and he was getting so frustrated at the time. And he would always do this. That's how I learned that this is bitch. He said, and dude, I'll never forget this. He said, I will not hook up with some standard girls. I will not hook up with some standard girls. And dude, and I will never forget that. I will not hook up with some standard girls. And dude, and I was like, I think that was the first time I went, And it was awesome. And I laughed. And that guy hasn't been laid in 2 years now. And this is 20 years later. I just talked to him. Sadness. Real life sadness. You think shit's going on, dude? You think people are fucking, you think what, Corona, the economy, you think that this shit's fucking everything up? My buddy hasn't gotten laid for 2 years. Sadness. Sadness. You know what I mean? Like that's brutally, but you know, I guess it's the kind of thing. Like one time when I was in a carpool, I used to be carpool going to school with a bunch of different kids in a van with that fucking siding that was like a wooden siding. Like, fuck, whoever put cars with the wooden siding on the outside, it's like, what are you making, a car or a fucking house? What is the Breaking Bad mobile? So one time, and the older kid, he said, yeah, I don't really watch TV. I said, really? He said, yeah, because one time I was grounded. I couldn't watch TV all summer. And then I just got into the habit and never really wanted to watch TV. And that's what's happening with my buddy, only it happens to do with getting his dick wet. And I'll tell you what, that is 100% not.
Sensational.
So that is absolutely not.
Sensational.
That is absolutely not.
Sensational.
Anyway, let's see. I was telling. Oh yeah. So this is what I was going back to. Like I go back. My shit is steps. I went a little bit forward. I went back. It's like Time Cop. You go back and forth, or Pulp Fiction, just in a different editing way. So my shit time travels. Okay. So thought I just stepped in dog shit. Anyway, we were doing this game with a bunch of girls and guys, and my buddy, we had to hum a song, like the first few seconds of a song, and then whoever guessed it got a point or some shit. Whatever. It was the fucking worst game of all time. And we couldn't do the lyrics. Like, you couldn't be out there and just be like, I'll put a sign up right in the front window, advertisement right in the front window, and all of a sudden success coming out of the blue. Because then you'd be like, Mushnick and Son, Little Shop of Horrors, of course, right? So this guy was going to sing this song. This guy was going to sing the song Downtown, right? Downtown, right? Whatever the fuck that song is, that was probably in some Dustin Hoffman movie in 1981. So, Downtown, right? And it was his turn, and that was the song he wanted to sing, okay? Bro, this is the most subit shit ever, okay? There was a chin-up bar behind him, all right, in the room, okay? Oh, fuck this, dude. There was a chin-up bar behind him, and it was his turn. He was like, okay, go ahead. And he goes, Wait, hold on, dude. He goes. He goes. And then he goes downtown, and we started crying. The only thing he had to do was not say downtown, and he goes downtown. And my other buddy and I, we looked at each other, immediate beat red faces, and we started crying like Japanimation. And then my buddy got embarrassed that he said the word downtown, that he fucking pivoted, it was like he was Tony Gwynn swinging the bat. He just fucking twisted and walked over to the chin-up bar and fucking grabbed it and did 2 chin-ups. Oh! He did 2 fucking chin-ups, dude. Out of bitchness. Imagine being so insecure and bitch that he was doing the twisty. When he was singing, he was going downtown, and then he realized he did it. We fucking started Japanimation crying, and he twisted, walked on over. He didn't run, he walked, like fast walk, like he saw something that he wanted at the mall really quickly, and then he just did 2 fucking chin-ups. And then, oh my God, dude, I was 23 and I knew that was a bitch. That guy hasn't been late in 2 years. He didn't listen.
He didn't listen. We're coming to you live from the Congratulations podcast. This is episode 168. Make sure to check out Chris D'Elia's No Pain on Netflix.
Too loud. I had it too loud in my headphones. That was the Jeremy Renner sting.